share a little bit of information for all of you who are still wondering what the Get Wasted program is all about. So I have here this week's complete menu for all 6 meals for 7 days in a row, and this is what we're going to eat this week. So I wanted to show you how easy it is for someone, especially like me, who has never enjoyed cooking, who does not enjoy spending time in the kitchen, and my children are probably laughing when they see me in the kitchen with an apron on, but hey, this is my new life. So I want to show you what this week's breakfast is going to be. It's called it's just a smoothie. It's a mango smoothie, and obviously smoothies are really easy to make, so I'm going to show you how to do that. I have to go over and get my Vitamix top, so I will be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm doing this myself today, so it's going to be a little awkward because I have to go over to the computer and shut the video off in between steps. But I'm going to show you how to make the breakfast that's on the menu for this week and how to make the mid-morning snack, which I think I probably will be eating a lot this week. So for breakfast this morning, we're going to have the mango smoothie, and the ingredients call for 1 cup of mango. So, and I am using frozen mango because I like my smoothies thick and it's a lot easier. Mango, I don't know if any of you have tried to chop up a mango, but it's a pain in the neck, so I just like the frozen ones. So I have 1 cup of frozen mango, and then I have a banana, and again, I'm using a frozen banana, which will help make the smoothie nice and smooth and thick, so I like it that way. And then it's calling for a 1/2 cup of orange juice, and I am using organic fortified orange juice that is fortified with the calcium and vitamin D. Just another great way to make sure I'm getting the vitamin D that I might use. And then it calls for 2 cups of spinach or kale, and I'm combining both spinach and kale because I love to make sure that I'm, getting my greens in, and this is a great way to do it is in your morning. I always feel like if I do a green smoothie in the morning, that no matter what else happens during the day, at least I've gotten my greens in. So let's mush this up and see how it goes here. Okay, I've got to go over and get my pusher downer, so hang on. I usually end up having to add more liquid to my smoothies because I always add more greens than is usually called for. I just like that feeling that I'm getting tons and tons of greens. So let's see how this is going to work. See how much more liquid I'm going to have to add. Okay, so you can see I had to add a little bit more orange juice, but that's because I used frozen mango and a frozen banana. So it just needed a little bit more of a starter to get everything chopped up. So this is breakfast, and as you can see, look at that gorgeous color. Can you believe that? That's amazing. And if you wanted to add, I don't know, flaxseed, chia seed, something like that to it, you're more than welcome to. But I'm really going to stay with the program exactly how it's written this week. just because, you know, December and January, I probably ate a few too many vegan treats and I want to drop a few pounds. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to stick with the program as it's written. So, all right, I'll get back to you in just a second. We'll talk about lunch. Okay, before we move on to the fabulous mid-morning snack that's on this week's menu, once again, I have to show you the color of this smoothie. I mean, come on. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what that's doing to your body, drinking that beautiful green? That is just, I mean, when I drink something like this for breakfast, I can't help but think my body is so happy. So anyway, okay, I just had to show that to you before we move on to the next item. Okay, so hold on. Okay, while I am drinking my fabulous morning smoothie, I'm going to show you how to make the mid-morning snack, which is the skinny soup. Tess calls it the skinny soup. So I know that you won't be able to read this, but the ingredients are 1 medium carrot, 1 medium stalk of celery, 3/4 cup finely chopped onion, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, 7 cups of water, 2 cups of chopped green cabbage, 1 cup of dry lentils, green or brown, 1 can of diced tomatoes with garlic and onions, juice and all, 1 and 1/2 teaspoons of dried oregano and agave nectar, 2 bay leaves, 3-inch piece of kombu, sea salt, pepper, balsamic vinegar, garlic, and basil. And I'm going to show you how to make that. Obviously, it's very, very easy, a very easy thing to do. And I want you to see that I've already chopped up my onions, celery, and carrots in my Cuisinart. And I am tripling this recipe because this is a great recipe to freeze. And if I'm going to go to all of the trouble and spend time in the kitchen, I want to make my time really worth something. So I'm going to triple this recipe and freeze a lot of it. So there you go. So I'm going to just brown and saute these vegetables in the olive oil, and then we'll be adding the other ingredients. So come back in a second. Just taking a little moment here, I want to show you that I chose to get the beautiful colored carrots because my goal is to make my dishes as colorful and as visually appealing as I can. So I wanted to just tip the camera in a little bit as I'm sauteing the vegetables and just show you how pretty it is if you decide to use the different colored carrots. So let me just turn this. Hi, that's TJ, that's my son. He's helping me cook today. So look at that. I mean, you can see the beautiful orange and the yellow and the red carrots. And I mean, if you're going to go to the trouble of adding vegetables and things to your meal, you know, why not make it as beautiful as possible? So that's what we're doing. Okay, just wanted to share that with you. Hello. Okay, the carrots and the onions and the celery are sauteed and they're nice and soft. And my kitchen smells amazing. Onions will do that every time. I love sauteed onions. So now the recipe calls to add the water. And since I am tripling this recipe, I'm going to add not 7, but 21 cups of water. So here we go. I'm going to add the water. Okay. The next thing we're going to add is the cabbage. And I had, let me open this up a little bit. I had some red cabbage left over in my crisper. And so the recipe calls for green cabbage, but I'm using some purple cabbage as well because I had it and why, you know, I don't want it to go to waste. Besides that, again, I'm adding more color and it's really, really pretty. The other thing, then it says to add the lentils. And you remember you can use brown or green lentils. So we've got the lentils in there. All right, now we will be adding the tomatoes. And these tomatoes, remember, have garlic and onions already in them. And you're adding the juice as well. So we're going to let that sit. And now we're going to add the oregano. Add a little bit of oregano. Yay. and a little bit of agave nectar, which is very fun. So you'll notice with the Get Wasted recipes that we are not a no oil, no sweetener recipe company program, because we really are helping people to transition to eating a plant-based diet, and we don't want, you know, any kind of extremes that's going to make people quit. We're really trying to teach people that this is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. This is something that you're going to do for the rest of your life. And so that's why we really think that things like a little bit of oil, a little bit of sweetener really adds to the flavor. Okay, the other thing we're going to add are some bay leaves. So again, I am tripling this recipe, so I am tripling the bay leaves. And then the other thing I'm adding is the kombu. And I don't know if you've ever heard of kombu before, but it's a sea plant. And it's really adds a lot to soups and things like that. So, okay. So now we're going to bring this to a boil over a high heat. And so while we're doing that, while I'm letting this come to a boil, I'm going to take a little pause. Okay, thanks. Just a little side note, while I'm waiting for the soup to cook, I'm also cooking some bulgur wheat, and I'm doing that because for lunch on the menu is perfect tabbouleh. And while the wheat is soaking right now, but I wanted to show you this fresh mint. Oh my gosh, you've got it. I wish this was smell-o-vision so that you could smell my kitchen. I've got the soup cooking with the onions and the carrots and all of the wonderfulness in that. And now I've just chopped up some fresh mint, and I'm going to mix that in with the wheat and the cucumbers. I'll show it to you when I get all through making it. But fresh lemon juice. I mean, can you imagine what my kitchen must smell like right now? Okay, so I'll get back with you in a little bit. Okay, bye. By the way, I meant to show you, this is the beginning of my tabbouleh. I was chopping up the mint for the tabbouleh, and it has onions and cucumbers and parsley. And again, I wanted to let you know that, you know, the recipe calls for white or yellow onion, but I didn't have one. Well, actually, I think I have one in my pantry, but I had a red onion in the refrigerator that I needed to use, so I decided to use that instead. And, you know, that's the kind of thing that you can do with this. Plus, look how pretty it is with the, there, with the purple, the red onion in there. I mean, that's so pretty. And once the wheat gets done cooling, let me get the wheat. I'll show you. So just 1 cup of bulgur wheat. I cooked that up, and now I'm just waiting for it to cool, and then I'm going to be mixing these two together, and there's my tabbouleh. But I mean, like, again, can you imagine how good this smells with the fresh mint and the cucumber and the onion, and it's amazing. I mean, my kitchen smells amazing. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I'm also, these are kind of like, this is some leftover. I mean, while I'm chopping onion, I have a little bit left over. I had some carrots left over, cucumber left over. So this is going to be my lunch. I'm going to have this while I'm waiting for my soup. See, do you see the size of this bowl? I'm going to eat all of this by myself. Fabulous. Anyway, okay, bye. Oh my gosh. I was going to show you this before I started eating it, but I couldn't help myself. It's so good. Look at this. Fresh mint, lemon juice. I mean, the flavor is crazy, popping out of your mouth. And okay, look, the soup is done. I've added the vinegar and the garlic. And can you see it? Let me see. Ooh, how do I do it? There. Doesn't that look good? Oh. Can you believe it? This is only, I mean, I haven't even made the burrito yet, and I'm not going to make the mango bars until tomorrow because I have to soak the cashews. But can you believe this is a detox? This is what you're eating, and you're supposed to be on a diet? I don't think so. This is so great. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, give me a call, 503-869-6421. I'm going to go back and eat some more of my tabbouleh. Oh, it's so good. Okay, bye. See you later.